We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look at Reliant Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans.
Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Houston. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Stewart in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Come on, ready? Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Now Burrow on the bootleg. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here we go. Gesicki, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On is the punter, Rico, and he sends it away. That one going to land a little too close to the goal. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclones. David Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Second down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Play fake to Montgomery. And Stroud. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
now to throw on first down. And that ball incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have. And fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down up past the 35. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's Iosivas.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Andre Iosivas. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals 7, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10.
Down,
It's a Cincinnati 1st down. Now, Burrow. That is brought in at the 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. Marked down at the 6.
Chase Brown, the ball carrier. M.J. Stewart in on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Gun.
Burrow. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Jawar Jordan. Oh, a loose football.
Jordan, the ball
And this is
carrier.
taken in by the defense.
Recovered by
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Here's a screen set up for P-Rob. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A 6-yard pickup.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. P-Rob is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, you know, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across, but the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
So after 1, it's the Bengals on top. More from Houston coming up in a moment.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
Both teams
Cincinnati.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And the Texans going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Big time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
They'll go play action with Stroud.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a nice pickup, and then the ensuing play ends up going the complete wrong direction. So, nice job there by the defense getting back on track.
Now, from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jawan Bentley. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Mike, it's zone defense. You just can't stare down where you want to go with the ball. Everything against zone is manipulating the defensive coverage with your eyes, and he just stares down his receiver. He doesn't even locate the linebacker at all, and he just throws it right to him. And then from there, the linebacker turns into a running back, essentially, and brings this one all the way back for 6.
21, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
And that's a heck of a return right there. He's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Higgins sent in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the rush too strong. They're in a flash for the sack.
I really like what I see out of this defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
Come to the line. Got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go. 11,
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Jamar Chase, Mike, when you look across the league, not only clearly one of the best wide receivers, I think for what it's worth, he's one of the best all-around players in the entire league. And what was a difficult season just a year ago for Cincinnati, the injury to Joe Burrow, some of the lineup changes, didn't really matter who was behind center. Jamar Chase continues to be one of the top receivers in all of football.
In some rhythm. The drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Makes the score Bengals 28. Texans 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Texans 1st down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
On first and 10, Burrow. Pass caught, Gesicki on the right. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time.
The ball's out. It looks like one of the Bengals was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Here's Noel. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jordan. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Tackle made by the rookie out of Washington.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
18 more yards.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
First and
Whatever
10
they've talked
at
about in the locker
30-yard
room at the
line.
halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The tackle made by B.J. Hill. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 8. Now Stroud. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And the ball's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Now Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Boye Mafe. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. His kick is good. And the Texans will cut into that lead.
So you're thinking after they took the loss on third down, you say, all right, they made what should have been an easy attempt, a little bit more difficult, but he's able to step up there, cool, calm, collected, knocks it through. Really well done.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call them routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Burrow to throw. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up fourth down. That is fielded at the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Take over first and 10. at their own 47-yard line.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on first down. A throw left side finds Dell. Down the sideline.
Touchdown, Texans.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return is Chase Brown. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
At the 35-yard line.
So play caller's dream, 2nd and inches. They'll run here with Brown. He'll try to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Burrow now. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
There on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
In punt formation.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Burrow. Rolling right. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Good start to the season. 7 catches in the opener, and a first one here in week 2 for a first down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Jordan. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Jordan. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Stonehouse on to punt. He gets that one away. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
See what they have for 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15.
1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow leading them to the line. They'll go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
brings up
The
second
drag route.
and
We used to say
4
this is day
at the
one install.
47-yard
Every
line.
single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure's too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Higgins sent in motion. Now Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This will be 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Forced out wide. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Andre Iosivas was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A 60-yard attempt.
That is not going to do. Tried to bite off a rock with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. We're trying to find Nico Collins there. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
And 10.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. To throw is Stroud. He'll air it out deep. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Texans are going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. That's complete. It's Iosivas. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. talk things over before third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
8-yard pickup.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to